Tonight's episode is about the kids. Some people say that children fix marriages, complete marriages. Some people say that they ruin it. So today we're getting into the real.
I truly see you being a boy mom.
Oh my gosh.
I truly do.
Please, I want my girls.
I want my girl too. Are you kidding me?
I'll have whatever. I'll have both of them. Every other swipe that you have on social media is do not have kids.
You start realizing how selfish your partner is. You start realizing that you guys have different beliefs when a child comes into the picture. Like you and your partner can start a business together, have investments together. You guys can buy a house. A child will come in there and swipe that whole blueprint off the table. People will tell you when you have a child, don't buy everything. Don't rush and buy everything. Just wait, blah, blah, blah. And as a new parent, you're gonna be like, and you're gonna buy every little thing you want. When nighttime comes and you look at that sweet little face like, oh my God, there is nothing more like fulfilling than that.
Love, legacy, and a little side eye. This is Wives After Dark. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Crystal. And whether you're a wife, wifey, or just here for the tea, welcome home, babe.
Welcome home.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. So blessed.
So blessed. You look blessed.
Thank you. You look amazing. Like this orange and pink combo, it's giving me life.
I thought I'd give them a little bit of
It's giving me life. Like I'm loving it.
Thank you.
I'm loving it.
That dress looks tea-fish, so try to take it off when we're done. Yeah. Well, guys, I want to let you know a little bit about what tonight's episode is about, okay? So tonight's episode is about the kids. All right. You guys know that Crystal is a mom. I'm not a mom, but maybe one day I will be. No,
Not maybe one day you will be. We are speaking into existence.
We'll speak that into existence.
Yes.
Well, we're talking about kids and how they change the dynamic of everything, or maybe they don't. Some people say that children fix marriages, complete marriages.
Some say that they ruin it.
Some people say that they ruin it. So today we're getting into the real.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
My week was very good. And I'm happy that we're speaking about kids. My little guy is got on a growth spurt, like a crazy growth spurt.
Aww.
I'm talking like, people are going to tell you this. People are going to tell you when you have a child, don't buy everything. Don't rush and buy everything. Just wait, blah, blah, blah. And as a new parent, you're going to be like, and you're going to buy every little thing you want. The key is to know how to buy them and what sizes to buy them at. But even that's hard because like I said, I was doing his stuff last year and getting ready for the summer and the fall. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to put these away for like a special occasion, put these away for a special occasion. And before you know it, the occasions are gone.
Yeah.
Shoes can't fit.
Wow.
All of his shoes can't fit.
I always used to hear that. Like I remember when people would have their not bridal showers, baby showers, and my mom's like, don't buy the baby no shoes. Don't buy the baby. And I'd always be like, oh, these shoes are so cute. She's like, no, a mother does not need that right now. She needs diapers. She needs this. Don't because the kid's not going to be able to wear it in 2 days. That kid's going to be too big for those little baby shoes.
I never had the mistake with baby shoes. I didn't do the baby shoes because a friend of mine was like, no, she bought me one pair of little baby shoes and I bought 2 pair of baby shoes. I didn't have that problem. I bought for older. And I bought like basically right now my son is going to be 3. So right now I think technically most kids are probably wearing about a size 7, 8 shoe, maybe. This boy is venturing off to a 9, 10.
Wow. And
then like all his tracksuits and jogging suits that I put down for the fall coming up, a lot of 2T. He is wearing 3 and 4T.
He's growing.
He is growing and I'm happy about that. I'm excited about that. My wallet, she might frown a little bit, but it's worth it because, my son loves like stuff.
So you're still you would be considered a new mom.
I would be considered a new mom. I would think so.
Yeah. You're a new
almost
mom.
3 years. Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
So people are always talking about when is too early to have children. So when would you say is too early? Like what is too early?
So, okay, if we're talking about just generally, I truly believe having children when you're a little bit younger is better. And I'll tell you why.
So you feel like you should have had children younger than you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like I had an amazing 20s. Don't get it twisted. Like my 20s were like amazing. However, I feel like your energy is lower when you're older. Your patience is thinner. My back can't bend down and pick up JJ every second off the floor. My knees sound like someone's ranking up a car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so for that aspect, I feel like younger, you have more energy, you're more, and then if you have a couple of them, you bang them out. And then before you know it, they're big, you're in your 30s, you're good to go. In relationships per se, I think that you should wait a bit to have children. Some relationships start off with a child. It's like the child's what brought you together. If that's your situation, then by the grace of God, you're blessed. But in some situations, people are together for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and like, oh, you know what? I think we should have a child together. I want to have a child together. But then you really realize how selfish people are when a child comes into the picture. You start realizing how selfish your partner is. You start realizing that you guys have different beliefs, even though you guys have had these discussions for 7 years. You have different opinions. The way that you guys do things are different. So,
and the way that you parent.
Exactly. The way that you parent is different. So no matter how much you discuss it, the actual action of it is what's going to really teach you. So I think that in some cases, children can break a relationship, and sometimes having them too early start having them later on might be bad. I think in some situations, having them early
is better.
Might help you. It might help you. Everybody's situation is different. You know what I mean? It's like that girl that gets pregnant at 16 years, like, oh, her life is over.
Yeah, because I feel like also with social media right now, there's a lot of pressure on people to have babies at this time, Like every time you turn on
that's not even
the phone, that's life. That's life. No, you know what? I take that back. It's not even just social media. It's people in real life going on social media and talking about how they feel in regards to your womb.
You have to remember, social media is a window to society. Social media only exemplifies what everybody's talking about, what everybody's into.
To society.
It is. It definitely is.
She ate that up.
Yeah, because people act like social media is something that people are just putting us on social media. No, social media is exemplifying what's outside. It's magnifying what everybody's talking about. So the whole pressure of women, especially for women, well, there's pressure for men too, sorry. Never going to take that away from the men. Because believe it or not, a lot of men, by the time they hit late 20s, 30s, they're like, yo, especially if they haven't had a pregnancy scare with a girl, they don't have a situation, they're like, yo, can I do it? Men have those same scenarios.
Do you think that's cultural? Because I feel like certain cultures, I don't think that men feel pressured by anyone to
Every culture, men feel pressured. Because at the end of the day, if you are with a man and his culture is a woman has to have a baby, right? By a certain age, the man has to be able to give her that baby. So if you're with a man and you haven't had that baby, automatically be like, oh, something wrong with her. She not good. This not good. But for all you know, it's not you, it's him. He can't do it. You might leave him and the next guy you're with, boom, baby. He leaves you. Next woman he's with, same problem. There is pressure culturally. There is pressure for genders. It doesn't matter. I think this topic is very general. I do not think certain cultures are a little bit different. Like, as you know, you're married to a Ghanaian man. And people might be like, yo, if she not pop out one in our next couple of months, because there is a very big stigma in African culture with you having a baby.
Babies,
but it's not only African culture. There's Indian cultures. There's all different cultures where it's like some people expect you as soon as you guys get married, within 6 months, you should have a baby.
Right. Like if your worth is based on whether or not you're having children and how fast you're having them.
And they think it's a problem. You and your husband can sit down and say, look, we don't want to have children for 7 years.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that conversation with the aunties and the uncles and the ancestors, she's not good. You know what I mean? There's pressure on both ends to have children. There definitely is. I guess women's pressure is a little bit more heavy because we have a timeline per se, right?
Okay, so with the timeline, there are women or just people in general who are rushing into marriages.
They might be.
Do you think that, there's also people who don't feel the importance of being married before having children anyways.
Yeah.
So there's that. But because we're both wives, we're from this perspective. For people who have that pressure of having babies, don't you notice that they'll also be rushing to get married as well because they want to be like, oh, I don't want to have a baby outside of,
Okay, so
did I just...
you hit something there. My thing was, I have a big family, right? There's 6 of us, okay? And there's 5 girls. And all my sisters, except for my youngest sister, have children. 2 of my sisters have multiple children. None of my siblings are married. I'm the only one that's married. So my thing was kind of like, okay, I'm in a relationship, and let's just be real, I'm in a long distance relationship. Regardless of how you want to look at it, whichever way you want to look at it, the end all was going to be marriage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If I'm going to be with this person and really want to have this life and try this life, he needs to be up here. In order for him to be up here, I would have to marry him unless it's a different type of visa. So let's just throw it in the air.
Yeah.
And for everybody else something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. My man, that's not yours.
So,
but at the end of the day, I feel like when you're
so-
dating someone long distance, regardless of how you look at it, marriage is going to be something that's going to come to play. Okay. So when I got pregnant, I was engaged. I got engaged and I went back to see my husband after the engagement trip because I felt like we got engaged 2 days before I left and I really wanted to bask in that. So I went down to see my husband and that's the trip that I got pregnant on. So when I got pregnant now, and I already know we're going to get engaged and we talked about our wedding date and I always knew I was going to have, like, I already know that I'm going to have a wedding. You know what I mean? That's just within my nature. If you know me and my antics, I need a wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Like a big wedding.
Yeah, I need a wedding. But I said to myself, when I was a couple months, I was going to go down there and I said, let's just get married because I really wanted my child to be the first child that was born in wedlock.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to, I did it for many reasons because I wanted that for him. I wanted that for us. And to be honest, I wanted to, like, when the time came, one of my siblings, I'd be like, yo, you guys were the ones with the pink nuts of wedlock. Like, I'm ready to give it to them,
wanted
you know?
to have something
yeah,
to say.
you know, just to give them a little jab, whatever. And I was going to get married. Actually, I was going to get married in September of 2022. I was supposed to get married, but unfortunately, I had complications and I had a really high risk pregnancy, and I couldn't go. So I was like getting ready, like I was pressuring myself to like throw together like just a small wedding, it was just be intimate, just his family, and let's just do something because I wanted that. I wanted to be able to say that my child was born in wedlock. You know. Tell God your plans, hear him laugh. It never went so. But the good thing about it was that when me and my husband actually got married, my child was able to be there.
Which is beautiful.
Which he slept through most of it with him leading himself, but he was able to be there.
I have a question for you. Do you feel like children who are born outside of wedlock have less than what the children who
Absolutely
are?
not. Absolutely not.
Okay, so then what was the importance of getting married and having your child be...
I think a lot of it had to do with my mom. You know, with parents, I think we fail to realize that a lot of the stuff that we do to make them proud is also giving them bragging rights. You know, our parents are still humans. They still have friends who are people in their life who probably throw a little jabs. Oh, yeah, that's, I forgot. You know what I mean? But for my mom to be able to say like, oh no, my daughter's married and has her child. I wanted to give her that. Like, you know, I wanted to be able to give her that. It's not that she's pressured that.
Yeah.
My mom has never been a pressured kind of person, but I just kind of wanted to give her that. And if I was able, I was going to get married anyways, right? So what's a little shing bang right now versus, you know, the big shebang later. I just kind of wanted that. And again.
So you don't feel like the children who are married in wedlock or outside of wedlock have any type of difference in experiences?
No. It has nothing to do with that.
Interesting.
Because, you know, you could be born in wedlock and your parents weren't even happy.
True.
Chances are it was a drunk night. They argued. You came about. Not that you were a mistake, but they weren't planning on you. You could have been one that they were planning so hard. And then by the time you came, one parent was kind of over it. And there's so many different scenarios. I do not think that holds value to a child whatsoever. Children are just a blessing, whether they come in wedlock or without. I think that.
So should couples prove their bond first?
For sure.
Do you feel like you need to prove your bond between you and your partner first before you have a child?
That's the thing. It's proving your bond. Like, you and your partner can start a business together. You guys can have investments together. You guys can buy a house to say, these are the things that we're going to prove that we can do this. A child will come in there and swipe that whole blueprint off the table. Children are very unpredictable.
One thing I will say as someone who doesn't have children, all of you people who do have children make it sound extremely terrifying.
It's not terrifying. It's not terrifying.
Like,
it's
I feel
work.
like more so than ever before. And I think social media definitely amplifies it. And I know that there's a lot of women who are choosing to be child-free, and I love that for them well. But I feel like there's this constant, I hear more the negatives about having children than I do the positives about having children nowadays. And I'm just like, wow, it's like I literally have to go back and recenter myself. Not to say that what you said was like the most terrible thing ever, because the truth is the truth.
I think I know why they do that though.
But right now, every other swipe that you have on social media is do not have kids. A lot of it is like social media and content creating.
there's a lot of jokes out there, right? Because it's a good tagline. Because as a parent, you understand it. All those memes and stuff, you get like what that person's saying.
I be seeing people bawl.
But
and cry
here's the thing
on
about
TikTok
it: when
about having kids.
some people, when they have children, they're just not ready for it. They thought they were, they're not ready for it. Postpartum is real. Okay, I had really bad postpartum. I would say 2 years thick.
Wow.
Prescribed medication and everything. Like, postpartum is real. So for me, it was like, okay, here's my thing. I knew that I wanted to have children someday. And I got to a point in my life, like, I don't want to have children right now. I'm living my best life. World tour times, I'm living my best life. Then I went through all that stuff and I said to myself, I remember exactly when I said to myself, you know what? Yeah, you do want kids. I kind of teeter-totted with it for 2 reasons. One, because like I said, I was living my best life. 2, because it wasn't happening. So sometimes there are people where it's not happening and they put up the forefront of like, I don't want kids. I don't care for kids. I don't need kids. Because you don't even know if you can have them.
Yeah.
And that's the easier way to deal with it rather than telling yourself like, yo, I can't have kids. I can't have kids. I can't have kids. So my thing was like, I wanted children. And then when I had my son and I went through my situation, I had really bad postpartum. And I kind of, there were times I said to myself, yo, did I do the right thing? Like I was living my best life, had a good job, a nice place. Like, did I do the right thing? I would question it. I was so concerned, but I'm not going to lie to you. I have never once said to myself that I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my little terrorist. When nighttime comes and you look at that sweet little face, like, oh my God, there is nothing more like fulfilling than that. Like, yes, there are hard parts of parenting. Parenting is hard, especially for people who have multiples and especially for those who are doing it by themselves.
Yeah.
But there is so much joy in knowing that you created that little, like that's your human being.
That's your human.
That's your flesh, your blood, your veins. That's your little person. That person's gonna love you no matter what. My son don't care if I brush my teeth before me kiss him. He don't care if my face dirty. He don't care if my mustache and beard growing. He don't care. He doesn't care if my shirt's dirty up, if my pup stink. All he knows is that's his mama. You know what I mean? That type of stuff.
Not if my pup stink.
Yeah, because sometimes it be stink, boy. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, ew,
Crystal,
mommy,
please.
Stinky caca. But at the end of the day, he'll
Stinky caca.
Yeah, he'll still come and hug me and kiss me. He will still come and hug me and kiss me.
Not stinky caca.
Yeah, there's also like the acceptance.
Welcome to your next level. Guys, are we ready to shake up the industry? Yeah, Pandem head top. Yeah. My name is Sasha. Some people call me Flaws. And I never asked for permission. Like, ever. I'm a college dropout. I waited tables for 15 years. But I'm also a creative director. Some of you know me as the Shein X 100K Challenge winner. I'm also the owner of Flaws of Couture, which is a size-inclusive, attainable luxury brand, and the creator and founder of Daddy's Kitchen, a YouTube family channel that has gone over 500,000 subscribers. That's 500,000 family members. It retired my parents. And all because I dared to show up and execute. When you create your own lane, nobody gets to tell you how far you can go. And that's exactly what I want for you. Because I've created mine, I'm now here to help you create yours. Through Levels to This agency, I take the creative stress off of the hands of founders, creatives, and companies. You are brilliant at what you do. I get it. But sometimes you need someone who's going to take care of your launch, relaunch, rebrand, and with me, all of that is handled. I'm here to make sure that your brand is seen and felt in a way that it has never been before. You focus on your genius, and I'll handle the rest. And for those ready to learn, Levels to This Academy delivers my brain in masterclasses and guides so that you can DIY your success on your own time. From corporate to personal, it's levels to this, and you need me. 17 years in the game, and now I'm bringing that power to you. Let's level up.
You ever seen that thing where they said if you ask God for a child and they give you a daughter, it's because you needed a best friend for life? Or if he gives you a son, it's because you needed to know what it truly feels like to be loved?
Aww.
That is...
You feel like it's real?
Oh, so real. I lost my dad very young, right? So the aspects of having that one man that's supposed to love you for life, your first love. Not that I don't have it, I still have it. That's my father, but a lot of that's gone. You know what I'm saying? And having my son was like...
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And it was
I can only
crazy because the
imagine.
minute I saw him, like I wanted a girl so bad. Oh my God, I want a girl, everything. Girl, everything.
No.
Anything I can do to get a girl, I wanted a girl. Okay. I used to sleep with, I used to take my brother's daughter's little jelly sandal and sleep with it in my bed against myself. Like I wanted a daughter that bad. Like I try to manifest a girl. When I found out I had a boy, I was so freaking pissed. And I started saying to myself, I'm like, okay, am I going to love this child as much as I would love it if it was a girl? Like I actually had that thought.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, the minute that child came out of me and I seen that child, jail easily. I would take a charge. Easily.
Oh.
So quick. And it's crazy how
fast
that turns on. That's why I can't understand the people that don't have that maternal instinct. I'm so saddened for them.
Yeah, but I feel like those people are just like how there's mental health and there's all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's
it is a part of it. Yeah, I think it is a mental thing.
That because I feel like most women say it's innate, like it happens immediately. It's like a switch. And that's why I actually really look forward to feeling that type of love, because I hear from mothers all the time that it's different. The love there is just different. I even spoke to a friend yesterday about her. She's like, I know a lot of people say, you know, there's a way for things to be done. Biblically, you're supposed to put your husband before you and your relationship with your husband before the children. That's how it's the order of that God has put it through.
Yeah.
So you scrunch up your face.
Yeah, because
and she's like, but I can't.
You can't.
She's like, I simply cannot, because these are, she's like, once you push that child out of your loins, she's like, it is a completely different ball game. The love is different. There's a connection that's different that nobody will have with your child except for you. And I'm hearing her and I'm like, damn, like, I don't know what that's like, right? I love people deeply. I would take a charge for a few people that I know. But I'm like, I can only imagine that being 10x.
Oh, it's going to do something to you.
Like, I think about that woman. I don't know if you guys remember that woman who I think a car was trapped over her baby.
I never heard about that.
And she ended up lifting the friggin' van.
Yeah, you'll find that strength. You'll find it.
And it was like caught on like someone's house flipping camera.
Yeah.
And she lifted that van off of her kid.
It's in anything you do. If you need to feed them, you'll find the food.
Right.
If you need to clothe them, you'll find it. Whatever they need, the pressures, when your kids want things like games, and there's parents who are buying $600-$700 games, you're like, no, sir, I won't do it. Tell yourself you won't.
Yeah.
When that little child comes to you and say, Mommy, I want a PlayStation 7, but it's $1,000, and you're looking at your stuff, you will find that money for that child.
So I have been seeing a lot of discourse online. So the other day I was actually online and I saw this girl and she was basically saying boldly, and it went viral, by the way. And I feel like I'm sure it went viral via men. Okay. Via many men, or via second girlfriends of men who have children with other women. And I personally felt like she was right in what she was saying, but I also me never like it. Me never share it. Me never do nothing, because I was like, me no want nobody say.
Yeah.
I said da da da. But basically, she was like, a lot of you guys keep on calling yourselves single mothers, but you're not single mothers. You're just difficult partners.
Oh, I seen that video. Yes, I seen that video.
And she just kept on going in. She's like, you bitches are so difficult. You're just difficult. You're talking about single mothers. She's like, leave that single mother title to a woman whose husband is overseas, to a woman who is deceased, or blah, 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 blah. Not you just being difficult because you're mad that he has a new girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, people in the comments were basically like, it's giving very much, you have no children. It's giving that she doesn't have children.
Oh.
Okay. So my question for you is, are child-free people valid in conversations about parenting, or should they stay in their own lane?
They're actually valid.
Okay.
Because the reality is, like, sometimes you don't see what other people are seeing.
Okay.
This is someone from the outside looking in. You're inside looking around. You get what I'm saying? So in particular topics, they are valid because they might, strike something that you didn't notice. Right? For example, like what she's saying, I used to say that all the time. I say that all the time. I have female friends and guy friends, and I used to see some situations where, you're the problem. Like, you're being difficult, you're being ridiculous, you're being like you're mad, you're bitter, you're angry. And then I've also seen some situations where the woman was ridiculous, she was angry, she was bitter, but she had a reason to be because the man was being a real piece of dog shit. So in that aspect, yes. However, there is an area where you need to shut your effing mouth. Okay? And I've been that girl.
Okay.
Because my friends all have children. And I was always like, well, just blah, blah, blah. It's like an hour and blah, blah, blah. Like, I would always say stuff or like, think to myself or give them, it'll go so. Hush your mouth.
Yeah.
You can't tell, like, even when I think about it now, I say, like, one of my friends, I was like, this girl, like, when I think about it after I had kids, I'm like, this girl is superwoman. Because I never knew how tired and drained you would be. And my girl would cook, clean, comb here, do this, do that, run errands, everything. And sometimes we'd be trying, like, just sit down for 2 seconds and check, I just gotta do this right now. And I'm saying, okay, like, whatever. And now that I'm in the position, I'm like, where was the energy? Where's the energy?
Yeah.
Like, which limitless pill is she taking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they are valid on certain points, like key topics, but there are some topics that you need to just mind your business and blow your mouth.
I feel like when not a single, but a child-free person talks about like time management and stuff with a child.
Shut up.
I'm like, shut your mouth.
Shut
because
your ass.
even I can tell, like, I am like mourning my time for the future. Like, because I can only imagine sometimes when I'm thinking about the fact that, like, you know what I realized? That having a child must be crazy? When I got married. When I got married and I realized, you can't just lay here and decide that you're not going to have breakfast today. You have to consider the fact that you have a husband and maybe he wants some breakfast.
And what type of breakfast does he want?
And what does he like? And this is why I also low-key think that there's a reason why God makes it so that we're supposed to be married before we have children, because all of the levels before this teach you how to show up for your children. Bro, I feel like if I had just skipped to child, maybe I'd be a bad mom.
You think so?
I think maybe, potentially, the person that I am right now, because for example, I'm not a breakfast person, okay? I rarely eat, I haven't had breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I haven't eaten breakfast. It's bad, I know. I'm working on it. It's been something that I've been dealing with since I was like in the 6th grade, okay? So now to have to get up, put plate together for the next human being that you love, it's a learning curve. It's completely different. So that's when I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, bro, you might be able to get away with saying to your husband, not today, or can you go and do it for me today? But you can't look at your kids and say, can you do it for me?
And your kids might not want, like, if you wake up with the intention of making waffles, that kid might not want waffles.
Bro.
If you get up and say, 10 o'clock, some ackee and saltfish, that kid might not want ackee and saltfish. And you're not going to want to force your kid sugar-free, sugarless, sugary cereal every day.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to give them certain things every day. Breakfast has to be different. You're going to find out what your child likes and what they do like. You get what I'm saying? And in order to do that, you have to give them different things, which means you are going to become a chef and a nutritionist all at once.
Bruh.
And some kids like breakfast immediately. Some kids don't want breakfast right away. There's so many different things to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son wakes up at the ass crack of dawn. My son can go to bed at 4:30 in the morning and still wake up at 6 o'clock.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? And
that blows my mind. To think that I would have to get up at 6 a.m. because I have a child.
What about the fact that I work from 7:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. So before my shift is even done, I already have somebody roughing me up for a bubba. And after the bubba's done, breakfast. And my son, now that he's almost 3, he speaks very well. So he has full sentences and he knows what he wants and he likes what he likes. But my son also started eating food for the first time when we lived in Jamaica. So my son...
Now he wants boiled dumplings.
Okay. Or avocado. Or mingo, as he call it. Mingo. So my son is very and he doesn't really...
Not a side of mango on the side.
Yeah. He's not, sometimes, he's not really you can buy him McDonald's every now and then, but he's not really a McDonald's kid. Like, if I buy him McDonald's
love that for him.
And I bring my mom some curry goat and rice, you better believe he's going to sit on there and wax off that curry goat and rice. Yeah. Over the McDonald's.
No, but I just it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like you have to learn this whole human being and to know like you have your husband and you have your children and then you have more than one child.
There's no sitting down, Sasha. You think
it's like over.
Your sitting down days are done. Because you think even after you make breakfast, your time is done. You might say to yourself, okay, I made breakfast. Let me just go lie down. No, dishes need for wash. Dishwasher need to unload.
Okay, so
laundry.
You know what? Okay.
Oh God, laundry,
okay.
Girl.
So let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about it because I have been contemplating on all of this for such a long time because I want to be the best mother that I can be. And I realize for me, the only way that I'm going to be the best mother that I can be is if I make enough money or me and my husband make enough money for me to have the support that I need. I need a nanny. I need someone coming in because there's no way, Crystal, I'm just like, you're telling me all this stuff. There is no way that I'm going to live a fulfilling life being a slave in that house with those kids.
You're not a slave. You're not a slave. You feel like a slave. You definitely feel like a slave.
Yeah, and if you feel like one,
here's the thing. I don't knock nannies at all. Like, if I had the money to, would I have a nanny? Yes, possibly.
Yeah.
I'm tired. But at the same time, you don't want to miss out on certain things.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. Tired bad. Tired bad. You've watched the episodes. Every episode we ask how I am. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's probably the only week I'm not tired. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss out on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. For someone like yourself, you're an entrepreneur, you're a businesswoman, you already got like that hustle and bustle, that drive going. Your husband, he's in a similar field where it's like that. You guys are saying you want a nanny, but at the end of the day, you don't want to miss out on certain things.
No. So I got it under control. I'm not talking about a nanny to take care of my children.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to take care of my children, and you are going to take care of the things
like the household and stuff.
Like the household and stuff.
Like you'll do the laundry.
I'm not talking about right. Some people do nanny and they're like, oh, take care of the kids, and I'm going to be in my room. No.
Well,
I want to be able to spend time with my kids one-on-one. But I also want to be able to do little things here and there and keep up with myself as well so that I don't want to off myself.
Well, this is why you're not going to need a nanny, okay? You're not going to need a nanny because, number one, you have your mother.
Okay.
Okay? And it looks like you are going to be the first one to bring home the baby. And
you never know.
You never know. I'm saying it looks like. However,
I got some sisters around here.
That's true. But I met your mother.
Okay.
You know, I had my small child at your house. And as soon as I got to your house before your mom even came home from work. And your mom came off of, I don't even know if it was a 7-hour or a 12-hour. I don't know what her mindset was. I don't know what her plans were. But when she saw Chance, it was like immediate grandmother mode.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that,
She made it so that, like, you know,
that you
I could take some free time.
She immediately knew. It's like you guys were speaking a mother language.
Yeah, like I know what you're going through.
I didn't understand the language,
but she understood
you really received that language because I remember you just being like, you don't understand what your mom is doing right now.
Do you remember, like, God.
Yeah, like she literally bawled. I was
bawling.
Because I feel like it had been maybe the first time in a while that someone just immediately, without even saying anything to you,
they just knew,
took the child and was like, you're with me today so that she can just have a moment.
And he was small still. He was resisting, but your mother was so loving. So you already have that mother that has that, like, that in her to be like, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Because no matter how old you get, it's been a long time since, like, mothers always want a mother.
Yeah.
Your mother had 4 kids. You guys are all big crufts. Like, you guys are big crufts. She has no one to, like, baby. Yeah. When you guys bring a baby into that home, you're going to see a different type of mother.
Well, this is the thing. You have to realize, I also don't live in Canada
Well, you let me finish.
Anymore.
You let me finish. You have your mother. Now, you have a Ghanaian mother-in-law. Okay?
Fair.
And when I say she's going to grease and stretch and do all these things culturally that they do, one of my friends, her mother is Ghanaian, and I've seen how she is with her grandkids. You aren't going to need a nanny.
Yeah.
Believe me, you're not going to need a nanny because you're going to have your mother-in-law and you're going to have your mother, and they are going to take on very strong, heavy roles that you didn't even probably intend for them to plan or ask. They're going to be doing those things.
I think they will be there 100%. Yes. We are blessed with 2 grandmas for our children already that are going to do amazing jobs, I'm sure. But I'm still want my nanny because...
No, you're not going to get it.
No.
Because your mom's... You know how your mom is going to say, Sasha, she's taking care... Go wash the dish then.
The thing about...
No, you're not going to get away.
There's cultural differences already, which I love the cultural differences from here to like Africa is just a different place altogether. Okay?
For sure, yeah.
But Ghana, house help is very, very normal.
Yeah, for sure,
right?
yeah.
And so right now, our Ghana home, our home in Accra, we already have house help when it comes to just someone coming in to do cleaning and someone who does our laundry.
Yeah.
I'm never letting those things go.
Of course, I wouldn't. I don't blame you.
Never.
I fucking hate laundry.
Never. In Canada, we have to push broom and wash the clothes. I'm pushing it a little bit to get someone who comes in monthly to do like a deep cleaning of the house, which is nice because it helps us and we just maintain it throughout the month.
Yeah.
But I do not believe that we get an award for going down and doing all of the stuff. If I can help this economy keep spinning by putting some dollars into Betsy Lou's hand, so that she can come and mop this floor, clean up the place, wash the clothes, I would never say that. I would never get a nanny to cook food. I don't believe in people cooking our food.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like I should be the one or my husband should be the one to cook our food because I feel like when people run your food, them can really run your life.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
you never know. And certain places, them I sprinkle a little this and I sprinkle a little this and I sprinkle a little that. I'm in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would rather cook my husband's food, and I think that's something intimate between us and my children's food as well.
My man's food.
But when it comes to having someone who can come in and just make sure that the rooms are kept clean, like the kids' rooms are kept clean, that the laundry is done, and that the areas are clean.
Yes.
I don't think that's a problem. Or, if I need to run out to go get something with one child, or I need to run out and have a little Pilates class, I've put the kids together, I've played with them, I've done whatever. They're going to just make sure that they're okay for a little bit until I get back. I don't think that's a problem.
No, I don't think it's a problem at all. I'm just saying, I don't think you're going to get it.
Why? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I'm
not trying to be a hater and say that you shouldn't have it. Have what you want to have. But I'm just thinking of like house help, like you said, is very common in Ghana. So that's something that's a different situation. But up here, I just don't feel like...
who's living up here?
When you are here, I just don't feel like Mama.
No, when I'm here, definitely, of course, it's going to look a little different.
Yes.
Okay? Because nannies up here, we don't have the money for that.
Yes, that's true.
Okay? Them dear. Okay? In Accra, it's much more affordable to have that lifestyle.
Yes.
And that's where I live predominantly, right? So that's all I'm saying. And, but I get what you mean. Like, when you do have family that is supportive and a mother that can help you and whatnot, you definitely have...
When you have any help is help. And you'll be thankful and grateful for it.
And that's basically all I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, like, in my head, because so many women are constantly talking about, oh, it's so bad. It's, oh my gosh, don't have children. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely having children. How can I cushion this so that it's the best experience for all of us? Because if mommy and daddy are happy, then the kids will be happy. Well, at least you would hope.
That's right. True. So, yeah. Have you ever thought about how many kids you want?
Well, I mean, whatever God blesses me with, to be very honest, 2 would be nice.
Yeah.
I always say, if you see me with 3 children, life is sought out. If you see me with 3 kids, just know life is good. But 2 is a blessing. I don't want to do 1 and just leave my poor one by itself.
Yeah.
Itself. Clearly not a mother. By his or herself. But I mean, it's whatever God has in store for me. I'm open. I'm open to it. I would love girls.
Oh,
I would love girls.
I definitely want.
But again, like, if I end up being a boy mom, then I'm a boy mom.
I can see you being a boy mom.
Yeah. Really?
I can definitely see you being a boy mom.
Wow.
I can see you being a boy mom.
It's so interesting because, guys, my good friend Olivia's here. She's watching this right now. And she's going like this.
Yeah. I could see you being a boy
mom.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
There's a certain amount of energy. Like, so before having children, I'm just kind of like, you want what you want, right? People are like, oh, a boy mom, girl. I'm like, oh, shut up. Like, you're just talking because you got a boy and you didn't get the girl.
Yeah.
But there's a certain type of energy that's given off from someone that is a boy mom versus a certain type of energy that's given off from someone that is a girl mom.
Really?
Not to say, and then there's people who then you're saying there's people who have both boys and girls, but then there are some people who have all boys, all girls. I truly see you being a boy mom.
Oh my gosh.
I truly do.
Please, I want my girls.
I want my girl too. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I'll have whatever. I'll have both of them. I would like both of them.
I would like, listen, I want a daughter, and my husband, we both want a girl.
Aww.
And I know that if God gives me the blessing of giving him a daughter, I am going to be third. Fourth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fourth. I might even come after football, for all you know. But I know for sure if he gets that little girl, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I am done.
Oh, that's
for sure. But like, I do want a girl. I want a little girl.
Yeah, it would be nice. But again, I'm not picky on the gender. I just love little girls. I think little girls are just so flipping cute. And boys are cute too. But I feel like I could be a great mom to girls.
Is it because of like all the stuff?
No, it's not even that. I just think girls are just so sweet.
Because people are always like, oh, I can't wait to dress a little girl. But to be honest,
it's not even about the dressing.
No, I get what you're saying.
For me, it's just girls are so sweet.
No, not
I feel like if you pour well into girls, they just come out to be just awesome. And I think I've done the work to bring myself to a point of confidence that I think a couple girls really deserve to have a mom like that. Because I could just only imagine who they turn out to be.
Well, you listen to me. You could do the same thing with a boy, because you could raise a boy.
Yeah.
That would be able to know how to treat and build a woman.
I agree, because I feel like myself and my husband, for a boy,
that's what I'm trying to say.
He's going to be elite.
That's what I'm saying. You would be a good boy mom.
Yeah.
Girls are amazing. But you know the thing about it is, little girls are so cute and small and everything when they're young. But when that bitch,
them turning out rich.
Yeah, when that bitch
it's
hurts,
true.
I'll square up with that little girl when
it's
she
true.
hurt.
I live with a couple riches.
When they hurt about 9, 10, like
my sister's in here too, guys.
They are you know.
Yeah, girls definitely be going through the moods and stuff. Because I remember feeling like I hated my mom at some point in time. And then as I got to like 25, I was like, what was wrong with me?
Even with your siblings.
I was so like, I remember feeling like my mom was the worst person in the world. And now I look back and I'm like, oh my God, my mom was actually doing amazing and doing everything that she needed to do in order to keep us, you know? So yeah, all the girls.
And you don't even know what your parents are going through. That's the thing too. You're a child. You don't know. How long were your parents married before?
My parents have been married for 42 years.
Okay, so they were obviously married before they had children.
They were married before me.
And you don't even know what time or what time you came in during the marriage.
Right.
You don't know if they were at the brink of like hatred when you guys came. Yeah. You don't know if you made that relationship. You don't, like, one of you guys could have made it, one of you guys could have broken it, and the next one could have made it again. You really don't know. Which is why I say this. Do children expose cracks in marriages or create stronger bonds?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. I just want to know your opinion. I mean, just because you're not a mother doesn't mean you can't have an opinion.
I'm just trying to,
you have friends, you have family, you've seen scenarios.
Do kids, read me the question one more time.
So it is, do kids expose cracks in a marriage or do they create bonds, stronger bonds?
I think they do both. I think they do both. I think if you guys have not been doing the work as mom and dad or like as husband and wife, it can cause you to expose the cracks because you are raising this child and you're tired and you're just like, I don't have time to pretty this up or whatever it may be. It just is what it is. And so the cracks are just left open and we're like, and people are probably just like, we'll get back to that crack. Let's put a Band-Aid on it right now. We have a kid to raise, like type situation. But if I truly believe that if parents come back to themselves as they should and remind themselves that, hey, it's me and you first, then the bond can grow between the two. Because I think a lot of the time, like, you know, back to what we were saying is that, like, you know, you're a mother and you push this child out and you feel like nobody comes above your children. And I'm not saying that people should come above your children, but if you are someone who is trying to follow the order of God, there's a reason why God has said, go back to your husband.
You see it?
Go back to your husband, prioritize your marriage between you two.
Exactly.
And everything flows from that.
And that's the truth. That is the reason why. Because like I said, you cannot be a good parent if you're not happy.
Right.
People go, we're going to say that for the kids. Which kid? The one for the PlayStation? No. Come on to my house.
Right.
We're done. Because you can't. People who stay together in marriages or in relationships for the children's sake, you're not doing nothing but making the child miserable. You know what I'm saying? And
It's
depending
true.
on how long you do that for, like the child's just gonna get up to you guys one day at 6 years and be like, yo, you guys need to just break up.
Yeah.
You can't stand her, she can't stand you, just done. Because you're stressing the child out more than anything.
Because you hear so many stories of that now. Like even on TikTok, people will just come on and they'll be like, listen, I just wish my parents had divorced.
Yep.
When we were younger, because our whole life was hell.
All because your parents were not happy.
Arguing. Yep. All we ever heard was this. It was always tense in the house. Mom was always angry. And growing up in that type of energy, like I, have like similar. Like, of course, I'm so happy that my parents stayed together in our 42 years. And, but the thing is like children witness things. You know what I mean? They see the ups and the downs of this relationship. And luckily for some of our parents have God at the center, so they continue to go back to the foundation. But not everybody has that. Not everybody has that, right? Yeah. So like, I don't know. I just feel like it can do both. It really
that's what I was about to say.
Can do
and
both.
Sometimes that child exposing those cracks is good.
Yeah.
Because then you can take the time to work on those cracks. And then thus that child made you guys have a stronger bond.
Yeah.
I'm saying children is so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Everything about them is so unpredictable.
And it probably, well, not probably, it calls for a lot of patience.
If they could sell patience in a store, if I could line up in a line, or if I can go online and just Apple Pay some patience, the amount of patience I would buy. Because if you know me, I have zero patience to begin with. I'm a person with zero patience already. And my son, whatever like morsel of patience I had left is gone out the window. Okay? Gone out the window. Patience is something I really wish you can buy in stores. You got to catch yourself, though. You got to catch yourself. But I'm still working on that.
When them start sell it, try buy me 2 cups.
I'm 2 cup. I want 2 whole buckets full, like
gallons.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
Oh my
honestly,
God.
You be losing patience for sure.
I need some right now.
No, I get you, but honestly, like it will. Hopefully, for me, it will come because I'm still working on my patience, like I said, and that's all I can say. Hopefully, it'll come.
So my question for you is: how do parents not become roommate parents after the kids? Like, how do they make sure that they don't end up as roommates? Because I feel like a lot of people speak about the fact that after the kid came, them and their husband just became roommates. Like because I also hear a lot of women talk about how it's just like, no, like my life just became my child.
So, yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. There's a reason why when you talk about like the order in God's eyes, why you and your spouse are first. That's it's always going to lead back to that. Because it's true. Like women will have a child and then they get so wrapped into the child and the husbands feel neglected, they feel left out. And a big man doesn't want to come to you and act like, oh, I'm jealous of my baby, because they're not really jealous of the baby, but they had a certain type of you before the child came. You see what I'm saying? And then the child came and you became a different you. You need to figure out how to combine those 2 yous and be... Which makes it
so stressful.
It sounds a lot, because it sounds like you have to stretch yourself thin.
It almost feels like all of the work is for the woman to do.
No, it's not, because the man has to know how to show up and show out for you. Do you get what I'm saying? He has to know how to be there for you as well. Because if your woman's saying like, oh, I have to do everything, that's a problem. Especially when you have a partner. You shouldn't have to do that. If I'm worrying about the laundry or if I'm deep cleaning the playroom, I shouldn't have to be then thinking about what's for dinner.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I cooked a crazy meal all day and now I have to bathe all the kids and get them down to bed, I shouldn't have to be worrying about the mess.
Right.
That's where partnership is important.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? You have to do your part. And if you're not going to do your part, then these women rather be single, because just like they say, women are very strong and very resilient. We can do it on our own. Now, we don't want to. In a lot of cases, we're not choosing to, but sometimes you just got to.
Yeah, because at that point, you're just an extra child.
Like you're a big,
and then I want you out of my face.
Extra child.
Then you got to get out of my face, because then I'm going to be pissed.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's definitely like, I think that the reason that happens is because someone's not giving where it needs to be give. Someone's giving everything. Someone's emptying their cup while the other one's reserving their fluids. Do you see what I'm saying? You guys both need to pour into that together, so we're both at a half empty cup, because then we can help each other out. Right. But if you're just gonna leave it up to the mother to do everything, or in some cases it's the father's doing everything, because there's someone who push up babies and go right back to work. The man's a stay-at-home dad, and it's like he lives with his boss. Because she's only telling him what to do and barking afterwards, so she doesn't know anything about what's going on with the children's extracurriculars or anything. It goes both ways. It is a two-person job.
Yeah.
It is parenting is a two-person job, whether you're together or whether you're not together. It's a two-parent job.
Agreed.
I am right now living the life of a single mother.
But not for long. Not for long.
Beg you, I do immigration.
Not for long.
Beg you.
God is working it out.
Beg you, look at immigration officer, hurry up. You know what I'm saying? But I knew what I was getting into when I got into it. You know what I mean? That's one thing I every little aspect of my relationship, I knew what I was getting into when I got into it. Especially when it came to having a child. When I'm hopping on the flight and flying down there and busting it wide open with no protection, I knew there was a very high chance that something can happen. And it happened. And even as I got pregnant, I knew that there was a very high chance that he might not be up here right away. I would have to take on those things. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I have my days where I'm like, oh my God, I have my moments where I'm so stressed. Like, yo. But I think that I am fucking crushing.
Of course you are.
This single mother shit.
You are.
To the point where, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful, when it comes to certain elements, I don't even need a baby father. I don't need a man. Like, I got this.
But you don't want to subscribe to that.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not subscribing to
man.
it. I definitely want my man.
Your
I'm
husband.
just saying that
you need the father of your child.
I'm just saying that at the end of the day, I'm doing it and I know I can do it. I don't want to do it. And there's some times when I can't do it because I have a boy too. I need his father to be there. I can't teach him everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the potty training right now is sending me crazy.
Yeah.
It's sending me absolutely crazy. Because the boy don't want to put the ding-a-ling in the toilet bowl. He just don't want to do it.
You just want to pee the diaper?
He just wants to pee in the diaper. And then when I change the diaper, it's a problem. And God forbid I touch his bum because he's so like...
Don't touch my bum.
Don't touch... Yo... I would have sworn in his past life he was like a little, like he was a bitch on a range. Like, the man don't touch his bum. Don't touch my bum. Like, he gets serious. Like, we'll be laughing and playing. Kiki is like, tickle his bum. Mommy, don't touch my bum. Okay. Like, you know what I mean?
I heard him last night when we were talking about today. He was like, don't touch my bum.
Don't touch my bum. He doesn't want no one touching his bum. I don't know what it is.
Aww.
He's like that. But like, I still feel like I'm crushing it. But I'm not trying to crush it for
You are crushing it.
I need his father and come because I need a break.
Because I feel like if I didn't have all the support that I needed 100%, couldn't look like you right now. The way I'd be in here in a dirty t-shirt.
Let me say something. It's a filming day. She shows up. Okay, every other day it's a piece of cruffy stuff. But then that's what I'm saying. You have to find yourself too, because you fall into that. After I had my son, I lost myself completely. So bad, like so bad. It was crazy.
How did you get yourself back?
It just took time. It was just time.
You feel like you just had to have your head down and just be a mom. That's it. And you were just like, I don't care about the hair. I don't care about the looks. I don't care about
It's not that I didn't care about that. I'm tired.
You were just too tired.
Like, tired. There are times when I would be like, I'm putting the baby to sleep. Yo, the baby put me to sleep. I don't even know how the baby went to sleep. I know I slept. I don't know what time he fell asleep, but I know I slept. You know what I mean? It happens so much. I'm a night owl. My husband's a person that goes to bed early. So that was a thing with our relationship. I was like, okay, babe, I'm going to bed. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, you know? But I would be up all night. And then when we had, like, when I was pregnant, I was so tired. If you couldn't catch me by 9:30, you couldn't talk to me for the rest of the day. I was sleeping. But now there are days when I'm up all night. And then there are days where, like, I'm going to put the baby to sleep. But the baby puts me to sleep. I wake up and the baby's gone. And I hear him laughing and cackling in my mom's room, having a grand old time. Or sometimes my mom will call and be like, oh, come get Chance. Like, what? He left? Knock off. I'm sleeping.
No, he left.
Yeah, he left.
That's so cute.
But to be honest, it's like, it takes time. Postpartum is, I want people to understand this, okay? Postpartum is a very, very real thing. If you have friends that have children, if you have a spouse that's having a child, it is a real, real thing. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like you just feel like a lost soul in a dark room trying to figure it out. And it's crazy because then you have this brand new addition, this bundle of joy
Yeah.
You still find joy.
And you can barely
but
truly...
you're gone. I had to find myself, and I'm a bad bitch. To find oneself is a lot of work, but to find a bad bitch again, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Well, I'm praying for everyone. If you're watching this and you're going through any type of postpartum depression, we are sending you all of the love, all of the blessings, all of the support,
all of the mental stimulation, anything
make sure that you reach out to someone, let people know what you're going through, because it is a mental state that, you know, can also feel like hypnosis almost for some women, right? I remember seeing my mom go through postpartum depression when she had my little sister. And at the time, I didn't know what it was. All I knew was that there was something wrong with my mother.
Yeah.
And she would just wake up in the middle, like the door would just be open at like 4 a.m. in the morning, and she'd just be walking, like, you know, without the baby. Okay, gone.
Yeah.
Because she just couldn't, like, she was just in a state that we didn't understand, and no one understood it. So I'm happy that we have more verbiage on how to express what's going on. And I still feel like there's more to even be unlocked with that whole topic. I think people don't even truly understand the scope and the gravity of postpartum depression. And I think that usually is the case when it's something that only affects women.
Yeah.
Right? Because if men had it, I think we'd have more support for it.
Yeah.
You know? Just like if men had their periods, pads and tampons would probably be free.
Yeah.
By now.
But for real, like, honestly, if you have someone in your life that's having a baby or had a baby, like, check on them.
Yeah, check on them.
Do not, and I feel like a lot of things people don't know. A lot of people don't notice this, and I didn't notice this because a friend of mine said it to me when she had her child. She's like, well, you guys don't invite me. I'm like, well, you had a baby. You just had a baby. Like, just, you know, I didn't think you'd want to go out or whatever. And I didn't really understand it until I went through it. And it was like, people automatically assume because you're pregnant or you just had a child, you don't get the invites. You don't get the calls to go. You don't get the nothing. Everybody's like, oh, she just had a baby. She just had a baby. But yo, sometimes that person needs that. Even if they can't come, that invite means everything to them.
Yeah.
And you know what? If they can't come to the dinner, bring the dinner to them.
Yeah.
Include the baby.
Oh.
Shit.
You know,
I've had friends where the babies have been at girls' nights all the time. Include, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because to go through that shit alone it's a lot.
It's hard. It's hard. You know what? Thank you for reminding me of that, because I feel like I could do a better job of that for my girls and the people that I know that are having children or who have had children, because, you know, I do that. I'll be like, oh, like, you know, she's pregnant or she has a baby. You know, she's not gonna want to come.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not like you're doing it intentional.
And
it's literally like
and then also, like, you can't get mad at them for not being able to come after you do the invite, because I think a lot of people, what they do is they're like, "Why I invited her every time she has a kid? Of course she's not going to be able to come."
Exactly.
It's like, don't be mad at her because she's declining every invite, but still include her, because I think it is a mental thing. It's like feeling like, wow, like people have thrown me wayside, and it's like I don't exist anymore. And it's not even necessarily that people feel like you don't exist anymore. It's just people feel you're in a different stage. Yeah. And that you wouldn't care to be
there, or you can't come.
Or you can't
Listen, if the girl can't come to the dinner, bring the dinner to her. If she can't come to if she can't come to the girls' night, bring the girls' night to her. She might not be able to come to the club. Okay, fine, go to the club. But there are things that you can do to make that person be included.
Yeah.
Shit, if the baby has to sit there while a little cut water beside the baby, just include the baby. You know what I'm saying? The baby gotta drink it.
Not cut water.
Yeah, just have it sit beside. But just all I'm saying is include them, because like pregnancy and like giving birth, especially for those first couple months, it is very isolating. It is. I can't explain it. It's weird to think that an addition makes you feel less. That's crazy.
Is it also because people just keep coming and they're looking for the baby and they're not really looking for you? Because I've heard people say that too. They're like,
it could be
it's just like I disappeared. It's like people were coming, and that's why, like, there was this video that went viral on TikTok, and this girl, she put like it was like POV, your mom came for you just had your first baby, but your mom came for hers.
Yeah.
And it was like this lady, and she literally like bypasses the baby after her daughter gives birth or whatever, bypasses everyone, pushes through, and is like hugging her daughter and was just rubbing her daughter's back and was just like, oh, like, are you okay? Are you okay? She did not even look at the baby.
It's the truth though.
And it went viral because people were like, wow, a woman who understands it. it's like it's so easy to immediately just disappear because people are just like, oh, this new life, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful too. But it's like there's so many women who get lost.
And that's a new life for her too. Like, being a mother is a new life.
Yeah.
So it is true. Like, sometimes they'll come and they just come for the baby. That's nice. Yeah, come to see the baby, come to hold the baby, ask me all these questions about the baby and about the delivery
It's like,
and about the birth.
What about me?
What about my mental health?
Yeah.
What about my emotional state?
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell you something. One thing about me, okay, so I've said this a couple times, I'm an Aquarius. Best sign ever. Okay. And as an Aquarius, we are known to be, I would say, some people would say emotionally cold. Emotionally cold. We're not very emotional. Just put it that way. And I think that in my 13 years of living, okay, that I have never cried more than in my last 2.5 years of life.
Wow.
I've never, and I cry about everything. Like, bali.
It makes everything more emotional.
It makes everything more emotional. I have a new perspective on life. Yeah. And then the bothering of, especially because I'm a person that kind of like just withholds their emotions, all my emotions kept rushing out and pouring out. I love it for me. I love the new emotional me.
Yeah, I love that for you too, because I feel like you've had a tougher exterior for as long as I've known you. And crying really helps you to release a lot of toxins in your body and a lot of stress. And like, sometimes a good cry after you're like, it's like, I needed that. I really needed to bawl and cry and
then because you are that person, people don't have the tendency to check on you as they should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Check on the strong friend. Yeah. Strong friend is struggling.
Yeah.
She's struggling.
No, you're really like draping me up because there's obviously there's a lot of people in my life who are having children, who have had children or whatever. And I definitely feel like I have not showed up for them the way that I could have showed up for them. Especially having this conversation with you is making me realize there's a lot more that I can do and there's a lot more that I should have done. But like when you know better, you do better, right?
Just moving forward. It could be a simple text. Yeah. It could be a simple call. Yeah. It could be just even send them like a meme saying you're doing it. Like, you know what I mean? To be honest, I didn't realize, like, I was that person too. All my friends had kids before, and I thought, like, by helping plan the baby shower, cooking the foods, and buying the kids clothes and playing with the kids, I thought I was doing like all the things. But I really neglected the main person, which was the person that had the child. Yeah. How are you? How are you feeling? How is your situation? Like, outside of the baby form, outside of this, outside of that, like, how are you? You know what I mean? Doing? Yeah. So like, it's very important that you do check on that because there's something that it does to you. It's beautiful on one hand, but it can be very destructful on the other. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I said, your time is gonna come. Your time is gonna come, and you are going to see. And your sister, who is everybody knows sitting here, she's hearing us, so she got to do good.
In what way?
She got to be there for you.
Oh, that girl?
She's gonna do it.
She not watching no baby.
She will do it.
Please.
You will do it. She will definitely.
She's literally shaking her head, right?
Okay, that she thinks that she will do that.
Not,
but you know what?
I would not have thought that Delia is going to be.
Delia might change your mind because Delia might be like that now, but as soon as that baby comes, there are people in your life who are like whatever, and as soon as that baby comes, you can't even see your baby. Half the times you look for your baby gone. Mark has the baby sitting on the baby watching TV. Delia sitting down there scrolling through TikTok on the baby. You'll be surprised. You would be very surprised. It's the people like that are going to be the ones that are going to be the best aunties in the world.
Oh,
taking the baby to the park and I'm taking the baby for a walk. It's gonna be those people.
I'm not letting her take no baby for no walk. The last time she brought someone's dog for a walk, she let the dog go and the dog gone. She was babysitting somebody's dog.
What?
Dog gone.
Oh God.
Her and her friend them are run around Brampton and try to look for people them dog.
No, it's not gonna be that.
Lose my baby.
She'll be different.
I have a question for you before we move on to wife or swipe. Yeah. I have one question for you because I'm just curious. You did mention something about busting it open when you went to Jamaica and you knew that there was a chance that you would get pregnant and you did get pregnant. Okay. I remember you having a plan to be pregnant. Yeah, I remember you were adamant. You wanted to be pregnant.
Yes, I wanted a child, yeah.
So how did you do it? Because you said before that you didn't even know if you could get pregnant. Yeah. And then I remember you saying to me, listen, next time I go down there, I'm scheduling it, I am going to breed up for my husband. Like, I'm having a baby. And like, people say that, but does it really, like, you never know if it's going to happen or if it's not going to happen, What are the tips for the girls who are trying to breed up for them husband? What did you do?
I don't know if I have the tips, but I'll tell you what I did. So obviously I have PCOS. I've been very open about the fact that I've suffered from PCOS. And so for years of like just rabbiting it, I've never gotten pregnant. And at first, I guess I didn't really care. Like I was living my best life. I was turning up. Then I lost weight. And I'm like, hold on, who's trying to have a child now? And then I actually had a miscarriage at work. Yeah, I got into like a little fender bender, and I was off work for 2 weeks, and I came back to work, and I remember sitting at my desk, and I got this really sharp pain, and it hit me once. Oh, thank you. And then I got the sharp pain again, and I'm like, okay, you know, sometimes you ever get that like sharp pain, you think you're about to die for a second, like whatever, it happens to everybody. But then the pain was just like it just came full force. And long story short, I went to the bathroom. There was a whole episode. I went to the hospital. I had a miscarriage. So at that point, I said to myself, okay, you know what? The plumbing works. It works. That's the first step. So we know it's possible. You see what I'm saying? So when I had met my husband has a child from a previous relationship. And he would always talk about wanting to have a child and whatever. And he didn't even know, like I had to tell him very early, because when we would have these conversations, he didn't realize the amount of pressure he was putting on me. You know what I mean? So I told him about my PCOS. I explained to him what it was. I went through it. And one of the main things with PCOS is infertility. It is one of the main things. It is going to be way harder for you to get pregnant than anybody else. So when we got to the point now where I was like, okay, you know what? I really need to start looking into this and really taking care of this and going to doctors and figuring out what I need to do, whether it's a lifestyle change, a dietary change, what I need to do to figure it out. I went to my doctor. You have to go to your doctor, obviously, and I got a referral to see a fertility specialist, right? So for those who don't know, obviously we live in Canada, and in Canada, in like OHIP is covered. Sorry, IVF is covered through OHIP.
I didn't know that.
It is. It's covered through IVF. Your first round of IVF is covered through OHIP. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then you have to start paying for it. But your first round is covered. So I looked at all the different factors, right? So obviously IVF was at the last of my list, because I'm saying, like, let me just, like, I know that it can happen. So I went to see I got a referral to a fertility specialist. It was actually around the corner from here, believe it or not. And I went to see a doctor. He was a Ghanaian doctor. And I explained to him my situation. And he basically told me, he's like, I don't know how this is going to work, because your partner lives in a different country. You're here. We have to test you. We have to test him. There's a lot of things that have to happen. I don't foresee it being, told me I should maybe try IVF. But even then, that would be hard. Because, again, of the distance and whatnot. So he said, okay, the most that I can do for you is, let's start off by trying to control your PCOS symptoms. So he put me on a medication called metformin, which is something that people with diabetes actually use.
Okay.
Right? It's like almost like the pill version of Ozempic. Does different things. So he gave me that, and it's a pill that you have to take every single day at the same time every day. And you start off week 1 with 1 pill. By week 2, you do 2 pills, and then you do 3 pills, because your body has to get used to the medication or you'll make yourself sick. And then I was to do that. And then he gave me another medication called letrozole, which is something that you take day 3 and 7 of your cycle. These are to help improve your chances of getting pregnant. But again, I don't know. You're going to Jamaica in 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is going to work for you. But here's the prescription. Do as you may. Okay? So I started taking the medication. And I've always checked my period because of PCOS. I didn't have my period, believe it or not. I got my period, I think it was like 11 or 12. And then by the time I was like 14, my period stopped. And then by the time I was 60, my mom got so concerned, and she took me to doctors and specialists and all these kind of things. And I think I got diagnosed when I was 26. I got diagnosed with PCOS. This is why I didn't have my period. I was like, I'm talking years without a period. Okay. I might get a spot, but years without a period.
Is that a common symptom of PCOS?
Yeah. You have difficulty. Okay. Like your periods are very like all over the place.
Okay.
So you have to basically control them. Now, what's going to work for you, I don't know. Everyone's different. I tried birth control. I tried injections. I tried different things. It just didn't work. You know what I mean? So after I lost weight, when I lost my first 50 pounds, I'll never forget, November of 2017, I got my period, and it has been consistent every day since then. So I've never taken anything to tamper with it, right? So I took the medication, and by the time I went to see my husband, or like my then boyfriend, I was 2 weeks. No, I was I was on the 3rd week or the ending my 2 weeks, right? So I was still taking the 2 pills. And then I had happened to get my period a week before I went. So I was on the letrozole as well. Okay. So this is a medication that I took. I'm not going to lie to you. I got to Jamaica on May 24th, 2022. And then I came home June 9th. And I took a pregnancy test June 16th. And when I took that pregnancy test, I was already 2 weeks and some pregnant.
Wow.
I got pregnant the day after I got to Jamaica.
Wow.
The second day
That's
I got to Jamaica.
Crazy.
I got pregnant. Now that's what worked for me. It might not work for everybody, but for me,
okay. Were you one of the types that ejaculation, legs up in the air type? No, just regular
ejaculation. Wipe it out. Oh, I'm dripping on me.
Wipe it out.
Wipe it. Whatever. Just wipe.
Guys, let's move on to the next segment.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's what worked for me. That might not be for everyone. I truly believe that what got me pregnant was God. I truly believe that. I was in a 7-year situationship.
Never
Not once.
Yeah.
Not once. And then I was in a situation that I was dating someone after. That's why I had the miscarriage for. Well, you know what? Now that we're here, nigga, it wasn't even for you. You know what I'm saying? It was somebody else. Good riddance. Okay? You thought it was his. But anywho, that's neither here nor there.
You heard it here.
The point of the matter was I got pregnant. Okay? And I knew it worked. But that was the medication that worked for me. That was my journey. I wish and I would pray for every woman that it could be that easy, because to be honest, it was easy. And like at first I was petrified. Like, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? But it was easy.
Yeah.
And I just wish that it could be that easy for everyone,
women,
because there's so many people that struggle.
Yeah, and really want their child.
I really want them. And I wish
to have their
it could be again metformin, letrozole. That's what worked for me.
Talk to your doctor about it.
Talk to your doctors and see what happens. But that was my
sharing that with us, because you didn't have to share half of that information.
I anything to help those. And I got my little baby. And
Chancey.
My little Chancey poo.
Shout out to Chance.
Yeah, right. Shout out to my
Don't
little
touch his bum.
Don't. No, don't touch his bum. Can't touch it at all.
So, guys, we are moving on to Crystal's favorite segment. That is wife or swipe. Okay? I know you guys are enjoying the episode, but I need you to like, comment, and subscribe on this video right now. Turn on your post notifications.
And we also need you guys to go and leave a review on all audio platforms.
Now, back to Wise After Dark. So, wife or swipe?
My favorite.
Your husband wants kids right away, but you'd prefer to wait 5 years. Wife or swipe?
I can already tell that based off of this topic, like, these are going to be hard ones. He wants them right away, but you prefer to wait 5 years. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it deserves a wife or a swipe. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
It really is a conversation.
So for that, I'm going to still say wife.
I'm just going to do this.
I'm going to say wife.
Yeah, I'm going to still say wife. Yeah, sorry.
Because you're married.
Yeah. And it's a conversation that needs to be had.
You guys need to have a conversation. And really, you should have had this conversation before you got married, but...
Everyone's life is different.
Everybody's different, but I don't think that you need to swipe and ruin your marriage over it. I think it's just a conversation.
It's a conversation needs to
be
had.
Y'all can meet in the middle and do it at 3 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, your partner admits they only agree to have kids because that's what you wanted.
Not happy about that.
Because you're going to be a terrible parent.
Yeah, because you don't even want them. You're just doing it because I want it. Which basically means you're going to leave all the responsibility on me anyways because you wanted it.
Right.
That's a red flag.
Right.
That's how John Crow.
Yeah. Go about your business if you need
to.
So, you discover your spouse resents you for being the default parent. Ooh. So, say Chancey, he's just always going to you for everything.
Yeah.
And he kind of barely goes to his dad for certain things. And then hubby is resenting you for being the default parent.
But here's my question, hubby. What were you not doing that he didn't want to come to you? Do you know what I mean? There's obviously a reason why he's not coming to you. It's either like children are smart. They can read people very well. So it's either he didn't feel welcomed or you just naturally don't do nothing. So chance just come to me anyways.
Yeah, or maybe it's a matter of he spent more time with you, because this could be a situation when hubby comes up here, right? Chance spends more time with you, right? So maybe initially he might still run to you for everything because he's used to those dynamics.
I don't want him to do that.
I mean, you may not want him to do that, but you probably still are going to be the default parent until you break him out of that.
To be honest, I won't be.
Okay.
Chance is very into his dad.
Okay.
He's very into his dad, like super into his dad. But I know what you're saying, because there are scenarios where that could definitely be the case. It's really dependent on the child.
Yeah.
And how the child is. I don't think that deserves...
But what if your husband were to resent you for that?
I feel...
Is that a deal breaker?
No. It's a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are going to be conversations. Like, we need to talk through it. And if he can't understand it, or I can't fix that. You know what I mean? Like, what, you just disappear for a week so that you can have the kid? Like, I'll gladly do that.
For me,
it's a red flag?
It's a red flag. For me, it's a red flag because resent is a very strong word.
Oh, yes, that is
You're
true.
doing a lot.
Yeah.
Okay? You're doing a lot. You know that I would love a break. You're going to be mad at me because the boy keeps running to me. Figure it out, father.
That's true. That is true.
Figure it out, Dad.
Yeah.
Resenting me for it is wild. I might have to run your way. Your man always says he doesn't want more kids, but you secretly do.
I am a strong believer that no woman should hold back their want for kids for any man. Any man. Because that's resentment right there. Do you know what I mean? You have a clock. No.
I haven't given this much thought before.
No. I know girls.
I feel like we're so used to having men say, oh, the more the merrier. So
No. I know people, no. I actually know. I know people who are in a situation where, like, she dying to have kids. Him already has kids, doesn't want kids. Has had the conversation with her several times. Very open, very honest, not disrespectful about it, but letting her know what it is. She's choosing to be in the relationship, thinking that one day his mind state might change.
Yeah.
And then lying to yourself and others to act like you don't want the children when you know you do.
You want the kid.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Sorry.
That's hard. Yeah. You should just be with someone who wants to have children with you.
Yeah.
Life is so much easier when you're with someone who wants what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So you tell your friend without kids that she can't speak on parenting, and she claps back online. Wife it or swipe it?
Why are you going online? Try it, gal.
Simple. I don't know why you took our personal stuff to online.
To all the online, yeah. That's some whack shit.
Swipe with that.
Yeah, for sure.
You realize you only had a child to fix your marriage.
You did what?
Did it fix it, honey?
You brought an extra bill in to save marriage? No, that's not going to save anything.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought behind that is, but
that's crazy.
That's a little bit of a swipe for me.
That's a swipe, that's for sure. So your partner continuously forces you and puts pressure on you to have children, but has not admitted to you that they actually have a low sperm count.
That's terrible.
Some men will do it.
Many men do it, I think.
Because they don't want to admit to the fact that they're the
problem.
problem.
Some of them don't even know, but there are many who do know.
Yeah.
And they stress out a woman.
And put so much pressure on her to have a child and know that they can do it.
Guys, take that man to the doctor. Take that man to the clinic.
And not even guys, like the girls. Men, just go to the damn doctor.
Yeah,
go and check yourself.
Like, as a couple and as a married couple, go to the doctor with your partner at some point in time and see that the levels and everything are sought out.
Especially if you guys have had a conversation about starting a family.
Yeah.
It's just important, and it will make that journey a lot easier if you guys both go to the doctor and just check out what's going on so you guys know how you guys need to do it.
Especially as grown women, you're in your 30s and whatnot. Like sometimes we need to 30s, 40s, because women are having babies in their 40s. go and make sure that the levels are where they need to be for you and hubby, or you and your boyfriend, or whatever it may be, just so that you can know what the playing field is, because people will be lying.
And when you find out what the playing field is, support each other.
Support
and
each
help
other.
each other
Yeah.
through that journey. Don't
For
be like, well, I'm
sure.
good, so you got to figure it out. No. Figure it out together. That's super important.
Okay.
So we have an anonymous submission here.
So if you want to submit an anonymous submission, please make sure that you submit it to wad@focbrand.com. That's wad@focbrand.com. You can get advice from us, or you can give us advice. Even though we're never us, you can give us advice, or you can just, tell us whatever you want to tell us, and we may share it on the show.
Exactly.
We try to do a scenario that is similar to
our topic.
So
and
usually,
luckily, y'all are really good at submitting stuff, so we're able to get at least something that fits our situation. So we appreciate that. And if you're ever
wondering where we get questions and stuff from outside of that, you can follow us on Instagram as well. And sometimes we'll put polls up and people will put their scenarios in that way as well. So
yes, be sure to follow Wives After Dark on
Wives After Dark,
because that page gonna be popping.
Period.
So I'm saying.
So, anonymous scenario. Hi, Sasha and Crystal. I've been married for 3 years, and my husband and I don't have kids yet. Every holiday, his family pressures me about starting a family. Recently, he admitted he does want kids soon, but he's not ready. I want more time. But I'm not ready. I want more time to enjoy our marriage and build my career. I can relate. The twist, my best friend, who is child-free by choice, told me if I wait too long, I'll regret it. And if I do it too early, I'll resent it. I feel caught in the middle of everyone else's opinions. How do I know when it's the right time?
Oh, that's an easy answer, though.
Ooh, what's the easy answer?
You don't. You don't know. As much as we want to act like we have control over these things, you really, truly don't. In the meantime, while you wait for God to bless you with that child, if he does, because it might not happen, you know what I'm saying? Yes, work on your career. Yes, build up yourself. Build up your relationship with your husband, because that's going to be the most important thing, especially when that child comes. But at the end of the day, your friend is kind of right. If you wait too long, you will regret it. And if you go too early, you will resent it. But you don't necessarily have the control over that you think you have.
Right.
So the way that I look at it is live every day of your life enjoyful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your marriage, enjoy your career, enjoy all that. And it will come. It might not feel like to them at the best time, but girl.
God's time is the best time.
God's time is the best time. It's going to come at the time when you are ready.
Right.
You don't even know you will be ready.
Great advice. I feel like I forgot about our sis here. I was taking it in like you were speaking to me. But me ad lib, right? We're like, thank you.
It will happen.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you. It will happen when it's ready to happen.
I relate to this, sis. Truly, I relate to this. I'm happy that Crystal was here to answer that, because I feel the same way. I'm just like, I just want to enjoy my marriage. But I am a 35-year-old woman. So it's like the reality is that I am getting older, and I should technically think a little bit more about, the reality of getting those babies in there, but at the same time, it's like, thank you for that reminder. Build up your relationship with your husband. That is the most important thing, because that is what's going to be the foundation there for when God decides that
give you guys that child. Yeah.
To have that baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is an illusion that we think that we're ever ready for children. It's like, you'll never be ready, because it's just a part of life that you grow into, I guess.
Yeah, it will definitely be. Trust me, it will come. I'm a prime example of it will come when it's time to come.
When it's time.
Because I just think about some of the people that I was with, and I'm like, oh my God, for that person to be my child's father.
Oh, can you imagine?
I am beyond grateful for the man that God has given me to have that child with. Beyond grateful. He is an amazing father,
I love
even
that.
from afar. And he is when I'm there, he is absolutely an amazing father. He loves his child wholeheartedly, and that's something I never have to worry about.
Yeah.
Really and truly.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that for you,
Thank
sister. We have great husbands, and God is good to us.
Great.
Well, with that being said, I think we really essentially are saying that kids do change things.
Kids do change things.
They
Sometimes for the better.
change things sometimes for the better.
Sometimes
and
for the worse.
sometimes for the worse.
But sometimes the worst isn't even the worst. Like that sometimes kids save you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a relationship that's like,
it seems like sometimes it's for the worst, but all in all, when you boil it all down and you pull back the veil and you look through the tunnel, you realize it was always for the better.
It's like
children
storm.
kind of reveal everything.
It's like a storm.
Yeah.
First the clouds, then the thunder, then the lightning,
Yeah.
then the rain, then the rainbow.
Right. And whether you're childless or you have children, you will be affected by them in some kind of way. But I think one thing we should all agree on is that we should be loving them.
Oh, for sure. Loving them for sure.
Deeply and perfectly. So if you enjoyed this episode, I'm going to need you to like this video. Make sure that you comment, turn on your post notifications. Meet us here again next week. We love the fact that you're here. And make sure that you leave us a review on all audio platforms. We enjoy every moment here with you guys. Until next episode.
Bye.
Bye.